questions, yeah, we break it down. Different views, flipping truth, hear the realness now. IICE Genetta Renee, put the game in check. Welcome to the vibe, relationship perspectives.
Welcome to the Relationship Perspective. I'm your host, IICE
Genetta Renee.
We in the shy. We in the windy city.
We still outside.
We outside. You know what I'm saying? We got the beautiful
Ambiance is hitting. Yeah.
The vibe is on point.
Yeah.
Right here at the Nolan Gallery. Man, we having a good time. Shouts out to the Nolan Gallery, man. Make sure that the Relationship Perspective
Appreciate the
can get
love.
this done, man. Well, I'm excited about this one.
I know
we got some heavy hitters up
some
here.
important people in the room.
They be doing some big things.
Correct.
And we have a good time. I got the opportunity to get on their live one night and conversate with them.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time then. Mm-hmm. So, but the day is we live and in person.
They showed up, looking the part, everything, right?
Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a semi truck.
Hey, we got the Bigger Play podcast in the building.
Welcome.
Hey, man. Hey,
it's such a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have y'all, man.
Correct.
We gonna have fun, and with that being said, roll it.
Remy and her boyfriend, the knockoff Papoose, has been dating for years now. When they were in the public together, Papoose never came out. He never said nothing. Like, there was so much drama back then, but Papoose always remained quiet. Even the rumors of Papoose knocking out her boyfriend, Papoose never said anything. But now that Papoose has upgraded, he is with Clarissa Shields, and they're in this limelight. They're out in public and things like that. Now it's a problem. Now she has something to say. Now everyone has something to say.
Baby.
Hold on. In the words of our guest, I'm in here, Mr. Bigger Play himself. She said it, I didn't.
She definitely did. Who wanna start this game?
Yeah, who wanna start? Who wanna guess? We gotta let our help.
Definitely let them. Let them. Let's see how they feeling.
Guess. How y'all feeling?
Oh my God, IICE Genetta Renee is such a pleasure.
Pleasure's ours.
God, yes, but this is a whole nother level of maturity. It takes that for a woman or a man. When you're in a relationship, a lot of times we do cultivate that person. Mm-hmm. You're building them. You're telling them what you like. Oh, you have to be more thoughtful. You got to be more caring. You got to do certain things. Maybe you need to put the seat down. Maybe you need to put the cap on the toothpaste or whatever it is. Then this relationship fails, right?
Correct.
You go with someone else and you are taking those same qualities that last woman has already, because that's, as women, we say this all the time.
So you saying that residue is still there?
Okay. You got to build a man a little bit.
Kate Michelle said it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Especially, I think that each person is different. So everybody's going to want something different in a relationship. You might need something different, but sometimes some of those qualities another woman would like. And maybe it's not pretty when you see this person actually like taking that next step, proposing and get married when you know you did the real work with them. So I do see where she's coming from, but it would take a very salty person who is not mature to actually hate on that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just think some people bring out certain parts of you that the other person couldn't bring out. So, say for instance, I was with this young lady and I'm treating her a certain type of way and she treating me a certain type of way, and it's cool. You may get with the next person and it's just unlocking some things that you've never seen before, So I wouldn't be upset at the fact that this person is being better, but sometimes people do get upset with the fact that now you over there in Brazil and we never been to Brazil. You understand what I'm saying? So you elevating, you doing better. I can see what people get salty at. If you look at If you look at Cassie and Diddy, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
No, it just looked like even though she moved on with her life, it just at the same time it seemed like he was living a certain type of lifestyle with new young ladies, and she may have had a little situation with that. But like I said, I ain't mean to go there, but
go there. We
take it there, park it there if you want to.
She say park it there. She say pocket them. Yeah, but some people just make you. They just bring out something in you, you know, that the other person couldn't bring out.
That's facts.
You know?
That's facts. You want me to go first, or you want we gonna round table? You know what?
Let you guys.
You always go before I do. So majority of the time. So here's the thing. Don't be mad because you see me now here when you had me when I was here. Mm-hmm. You had the opportunity to see me when I was here. You decided to leave.
There you go.
Me now.
So now I'm the guy into, and again, you know, when it comes to us, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to us men as men, sometimes it takes us a minute to get to that position.
That's a fact.
And so like statistically, by the age of 21, we supposed to be dead in jail. That's what they say about black men.
Yeah.
That's what it was when I was coming out. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we get 22, we still here. We trying to figure out what life is like. Mm-hmm. We don't know what career choice we going in.
Okay, all right.
So you know what I'm saying? So by the time we 30, we kind of figuring it out. So about 35, we in a position where we kind of rolling. We good. Because you was with us with that 25, the 26 area, and then you with us that 5 years, you didn't get me at that position. You decided, well, it's not gonna work. Hey, next young lady come around.
On to the next.
I done got a new maturity level. I done got a new mindset. I see life a little bit different.
Yep.
I think I'm ready to do what I can do. And this woman just comes in and say, hey, let me help you out a little bit more. And open up some things like man I said, open up some things. And now we're in a position where, okay, she done open up things to where I can see stuff differently. And you know, no shade against my ex-wife. I'm gonna say it. No shade against my ex-wife.
Uh-oh. What we going?
My current wife, we went to Cancun. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My first time being on an airplane. Mm-hmm. She put us in that position, put me in that position to understand what flying was like. Mm-hmm. Now it's easier for me to fly because I got the opportunity to do it. Mm-hmm. So when you get upgraded, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well now I don't know how this. I know how this feels. So you know what I mean? But because the other one didn't do it, don't mean like, hey, my kids gets the benefits of it now. But you know what I mean? But you know, it's crazy. You failed. The new one just you failed. Like,
that's a fact.
You didn't know it ain't. Okay, let me say it like this: she didn't fail. You just didn't wait. You know what I mean?
But she wasn't waiting on the person that you are now. Right. She was waiting on a different version of you.
Right. But every 5 years, people change, right?
Some people. If they allow themselves to change. Okay. That's the caveat there. I feel like I agree with what everyone said. I agree that, you know, different people bring out different perspectives in people, but you have to be willing to allow that person to do that for you. Mm-hmm. And so if the next person accepts what you were, you know, willing to do for them, then of course your life is going to go to a different level. I feel like I've been in a situation where I've tried to be that person to kind of take you to the next level, and they weren't ready to receive that. Mm-hmm. And so they were used to a certain level of person, a certain level of life. And so you're going to get tired of that after a while. You're like, I'm trying to help you. You want to stay down here. This is not where I belong. Yeah, but you don't want to be there. You like being comfortable. You know, you don't want to build.
Yeah,
and so at that point, the next person is going to get that, because I'm not going to stay down here with you when I'm trying to bring you with me. We're trying to do it together. But if you're trying to stay down here, I don't want to stay here. I love you, but I got to go. So it just depends on the dynamics of the people as well. But yes, you can't get mad if, you know, somebody is benefiting off the work they tried to give you and you fumbled it.
Sometimes we can want more for a person than they even want for themselves.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the portion where in the relationship you're like, okay, can we continue? Can I continue to wait? Mm-hmm. Can we continue to cultivate this and build this up? Or is it best if we separate? Sometimes you need that space to be single, to figure yourself out. And people jump into relationships, and it could be that situation where you're in a relationship where you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want to be, what you want to do, and I'm being your crutch. So at this point, neither one of us are growing. Exactly. So sometimes you need that space. Mm-hmm. And that's why I would never be the woman to be salty about the person that I was a part of their life and their growth, mm-hmm. elevating and having a position to find their person.
I'm sorry, I want all my exes right now lined up.
What?
Let's get it.
What? Ice, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that.
But that's how men, they want their cake, they want to
Fine wine.
And that be the problem. Sometimes you're anchored in the space because you want that, and that, and you have to let go of things. But
guys
you can't grow if you anchored down in this.
Boy.
No. What?
Hold on. We're gonna come back for a part 2 because I feel like we have to dive in this one.
Turned up. It just turned
We're
up.
gonna come back for a part 2, relationship perspective.
What? I want them all.
I can't
The
even
Lil
look
Wayne
at
is one of
Love and lessons, yeah, we break it down. Different views, flipping truth, hear the realness now. IICE Genetta Renee, put the game in check. Welcome to the vibe, relationship perspective.